Witness the Wonder Studio, multi-camera digital recording and streaming. Move from the mystery to the rainbow of communication. A WWG CAE collaboration.
your cell phones are turned off. You have a good spot to sit. And then we are going to take you back to the 1950s today with our high school musical called the NIFTY FIFTIES.
Break a leg.
Hey guys, can you turn the light on for 1 second? Is that okay? Please turn the light on down here 1 second. Sorry.
This didn't work quite ready. Alright, we have Heidi. Good. I feel like we're missing somebody. Little kids are so mellow. Follow me.
Take a journey to another time.
You won't be disappointed, wait and see.
Close your eyes and sit back. Take a ride to the Nifty Fifties. Petticoats and a poodle skirt,
Black boots and a motorcycle jacket,
saddle shoes and body socks.
dungarees and a cool white t-shirt. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I want to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again. Yes, folks, it was the Nifty 50s, the time of rebel teens, wild music, fast cars, and crazy fast.
Like flying saucers in 3D movies.
James Dean and Marlon Brando.
Hula hoops and Davy Crockett hats.
Elvis, Buddy, and Dion.
And no self-respecting guy would be caught dead without a comb in his back pocket.
Shades like Hound Dog Orange and Heartbreak Hotel Pink. French twist with a little curl.
Ducktails and long thick sideburns.
Cute bangs and a ponytail.
A slick D is gonna get my dream girl. Take me right back to the Nifty 50s. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty 50s. I'm gonna live it all again. The slang of the 1950s changed faster than Elvis's waistline. For example, hot in 1950, soon changed to cool.
Real gone became the most.
And way out became way in.
And soon way out became the hit as you could get.
And of course, nobody wanted to be labeled
Square! The worst thing you could possibly be. I had to work hard to be Gonna meet him at the soda shop.
Gonna take her to the high school sock hop.
Drive-in movie on a Saturday night.
Lovers lane in the summertime moonlight. Take me right back to the Nifty 50s. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty 50s. I'm gonna live it all again. Well, anyways, I think you get the picture.
The 1950s was a great time to be a teenager.
Dig it, man. What do you say we go down to Louise's Luncheonette, suck down a soda, and spin a few tunes on the jukebox?
Groovy. Yeah, cool.
Be there, be square.
Yes, folks, the
One thing to make it that way.
one thing that helped make it that way.
The best thing to come out of the 1950s.
Take me right back to the nifty 50s. I want to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the nifty 50s. I'm gonna live it all again. Come on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Heavy coats and a hula. Blackbirds and a motorcycle jackets. Saddle shovels and hobbies. Coming back into the nifty 50s. Come on, let the little dog. Dogtails in a haunted circus. Killbangs in a ponytail. A slick DA's gonna get my dream girls. Cutting guns and a put on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Summer shovel and going along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Dogtails in a haunted circus. Killbangs in a ponytail. A slick DA's gonna get my dream girl. If you say so.
Spill the banana split all over the floor. Very messy. Hard to clean up.
That's awful.
It wasn't so bad, but Louise's memory is
Why do you say that?
because it wasn't a banana split. It was a chocolate collard ice. I remember every detail perfectly. 1 scoop chocolate, marshmallow sauce, crushed nuts, and a cherry on top.
I could have sworn it was a banana split. Have you on the fresh pineapple?
Nope, that came later.
Everything you need is on the table. There's ketchup, mustard, and napkins. Prepare your order pad and pencil in your apron pocket.
I know I'm late, Louise. Don't scold.
I won't scold. Edna, come meet your replacement, Virginia. Virginia, this is Edna.
We already know each other.
Oh?
Sorry to hear you're moving to Michigan.
Dad's doing a great job in the automobile business. He's helping to design the Edsel.
Whatever that is.
I bet you'll miss the old hometown.
I'm sure I will,
He'll make new friends.
but I won't forget the old ones.
Most of the kids will order a cheeseburger with french fries. It's the #1 after-school treat.
Don't forget lime cokes, cherry cokes, and vanilla cokes. They're popular too.
They should be here any minute now. School's out for the day. Edna, can you give Virginia a hand?
That's what I call a hand.
I'll be in the kitchen if you need me.
Thanks, Louise. She's awfully nice, isn't she?
Sure is. If it's food they want, tell Louise. If it's floats, shakes, malts, ice cream, beverages, tell Donna.
Ready for action. For topping, it's crushed cherries, strawberries, crushed nuts, and pineapple.
Sounds good. Let me get rid of this.
I think I'm failing Latin. Latin's a dead language. I'll be dead when my father sees my report card.
High school is
Who's here? Royalty.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Suit yourself.
Donald Spinney is so rude. Common.
If you don't show more respect for paying customers, I'll report you to the management.
Management? You mean Louise? She's in the kitchen. You want me to go get her?
Ignore him, Muffin. He's not worth our time.
He's beneath notice.
You've broken my little heart.
My Cocker Spaniel Tippy has more manners than Donald Spinney. He'll always be a jerk.
I trust you mean soda jerk. Just look at it this way. I'm the best soda jerk in town.
We better get a table before this place fills up. I hate sitting at the counter.
Here's a nice table.
No, I don't think so. It's too close to Donald Spinney.
I think it's unattractive to sit close to the counter.
How about this one?
What do you think, Muffin?
I think that one. I haven't seen you here before.
I'm new here.
Leave her alone. She's a nice girl.
Let's study the menu.
Why study the menu? It's the same as it was yesterday. It never changes.
Don't answer him, girls. It would only encourage him.
He's so fresh.
May I take your orders?
Come back later.
Sure.
Where are the trumpets? Where are the drums? Where are the damsels? Jughead Jarvis is here.
Hi, Jughead.
Hi, Donald. Hi, girls.
Hello, Jughead.
And you dolls see that movie at the Bayou?
We're not dolls.
And if you don't mind, Jughead, Ann, Jane, and I were having a private conversation.
Well, excuse me, Aunt Jane, I are having a private conversation. I think Santo the Con having a private conversation with the rugby head.
Honestly, girls, the boys in our class are definitely not worth talking about. They have no class, none whatsoever.
No appreciation for the finer things in life. They don't know how to treat a lady.
There's just one boy who has potential.
You don't mean.
Of course she does. George Bullock.
George Bullock. He's not only a basketball star, he's handsome.
And shy. He sure doesn't have much to say. That's because he is the strong, silent type. Stillwater runs deep.
Who's talking about Stillwater? I saw him at the drive-in driving a new road Buick Skylark convertible. How do you know? I saw him at the drive-in. Cause he was a bunch of guys. How disappointing.
Personally, I think it's unfeminine to notice what kind of car a boy drives. The service in this place is terrible.
Hey, have you seen Edna?
I think she's in the kitchen.
Hey, Edna, you seen that movie at the Bayou?
Nope. Too much on my mind with my family moving to Detroit and all.
We're gonna miss you when you leave.
Thanks, Jughead. I'm going to miss all my friends.
Did you hear that? She calls us her French. That's pretty brazen.
Some people are so crude. I'll have a cheeseburger and a lime Coke. Lots of ice.
I'm on a diet, so I'll have a double order of French fries and a vanilla shake. Lemonade.
That's 1 cheeseburger, lime Coke, double French fries, vanilla shake, and a lemonade. I hope I don't spoil anything.
You probably will.
That new waitress doesn't look competent. In that case, we won't leave her a tip.
We never leave a tip.
I know Louise will go for the idea.
I don't know.
Positive, Rosemary won't hurt your ass.
Hey, Grace, did you see that movie at the Bayou?
I've been too busy.
Rosemary?
No.
Evelyn?
I only go to movies that make me cry.
How come?
I'm the sentimental type.
Good
Hi.
with me.
Hi, Muffin, Jane, Anne.
Hello, Gracie.
What'll it be?
3 Coca-Colas, I guess, but I have to speak with Louise.
You mean now? This very minute?
It's very important. You might even say urgent.
Gracie has a wonderful idea.
Sounds great.
3 Cokes!
Coming up.
How are they? Dance plan's coming, Gracie.
That's why I want to speak with Louise.
What's the mystery?
I don't like to talk about the things until I'm sure they're going to work out.
How practical. The school gym's a mess. All that remodeling. And dust. All the gym floors covered with dust, and I'm allergic to dust.
Hey, it might be fun. Dancing in the dust.
Jughead. It's a measure of your intelligence.
How would you know?
Ignore him, Anne. With pleasure.
You wanted to see me, Gracie?
She does. I do.
I'm listening.
You probably know I'm in charge of this year's dance committee.
Hey, dude, congratulations.
It's going to be a hippity hop.
So,
We can't have it in the school gymnasium because it's all torn up because of remodeling.
so,
I thought it would be a sensational idea if we hold the hippity hop somewhere else.
where?
Here? Here?
In a public luncheonette? Common. Vulgar.
I think it's a great idea, Grace, but we might not have enough room.
We would be. Well, there would be. If Louise were to open up the folding doors into the meeting room.
Yeah, or my dad's Kiwanis Club.
It's every Thursday morning.
And I suppose we have to place our orders at the door and pay that cashier as we leave.
That's not what I had in mind. We'll have to provide refreshments no matter where the dance is held, so we can use the food budget to purchase ice cream and stuff for everyone.
It sounds great.
You would say that.
Hey, anything years away from that school.
Thanks, Jughead.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes.
You wouldn't have a thing to worry about, Louise. The kids will be on their best behavior. And I already have a crew lined up to clean up after the dance.
I suppose I do you kids a favor. You're my best customers.
Say it's okay.
Come on, Louise!
It'll be fine. We'll be lining kids around the block.
Around the block?
Waiting to get in. Kids will come from everywhere. Just think about it. They'll be coming from the country. They'll be moving from the birds. They'll be walking through the city. They'll be standing on the curb. They'll be coming across the nation. Everywhere in between. It'll be the best hippity hop this town has ever seen. Moving and grooving till they just can't stop. Everybody's coming to the hippity hop. See 'em on the sidewalk, see 'em on the street, rocking and rolling to the uptown beat. Girlfriends, boyfriends, sisters, brothers, up one side and down the other, till they just can't walk. Walk around the block.
They'll be running down the alley. They'll be running through the park.
They'll be jumping at coming after dark.
They'll be crawling from the woodwork, rising up from the floor, dropping down from the skyline.
They'll be knocking down the door. They'll be moving and growing till they just can't stop. Everybody's coming to the hippity hop. See 'em on the sidewalk, see 'em on the street, rocking and rolling to the uptown beat. Girlfriends, boyfriends, sisters, brothers, up one side and down the other, till they just can't walk. Walk around the block. They'll be moving and growing till they just can't stop. And everybody's coming to the hippity hop. See 'em on the sidewalk, see 'em on the street, rocking and rolling to the uptown beat. Girlfriends, boyfriends, sisters, brothers, up one side and down the other, till they just can't walk. Walk around the block. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Walk around the block. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Walk around the block. Walk around the block.
It does sound like fun.
You mean you'll do it?
I don't see why not.
Hey!
I better get back to the kitchen. Yesterday I had a grease fire.
Whoa.
I knew she'd say yes. I didn't think it'd be this easy.
Leave it to Gracie.
I can't imagine get this ridiculous idea, Gracie? No one would want to come to a dance held in a public luncheonette.
It's such a common idea.
Vulgar. It's not. It's a wonderful idea. It's a stupid idea. No one would want to come. A few high schoolers might come. Like the freshmen and sophomores. They'd show up to anything. But juniors and seniors, never.
Never, never.
I don't agree with you.
It's a stupid idea.
I tell you, the kids will turn out.
Tell me why.
Because
I'm listening.
Because I've got a rock star, a real rock star, to perform at the dance.
Huh? Who is this rock star?
It's true. And it's, Ziggy Springer. That's who.
Ziggy Springer?
Now you change your tune.
I don't get it. Why would a big rock star like Ziggy Springer perform at our school dance?
In a luncheonette.
She's lying.
Gracie never lies. It just so happens that Ziggy Springer is my cousin.
Cousin?
Springer, how I like that sound. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! How was that?
Don't ask. You sound as if you just had your tonsils removed.
I thought you sounded very good, Donald.
Me too.
You owe Gracie an apology muffin.
And she'll get one if and when Ziggy Springer performs in this place.
Gotta hand it to you, Don. For a second, too, you sounded just like Ziggy Springer.
Only for a second or two.
Ugh, that Muffin Mansfeld is such a snob.
I didn't know Ziggy was your cousin.
Distant.
How distant?
How distant can you get? But he did promise to show up at the hippity hop.
Not exactly. What do you mean, not exactly?
I haven't asked him yet. Haven't asked him? I don't want Muffin over here. She made me so mad. I had to think of something fast.
Gracie, I gotta talk to you in private.
We get the message.
No one has to hit us over the head with a hammer. What's the matter with you, Bob?
Has Sinbad Galucci been around?
Sinbad Galucci, that creep.
I wouldn't tell this to anyone but my sister, but I'm in big trouble.
Has it anything to do with Sinbad Galucci?
Yeah.
Then you're in big trouble.
You know I can't resist motorcycles. I just love them and love them.
Go on.
Well, I spotted Sinbad's new Harley Davidson Sportster, and I took it for a spin.
You didn't.
I did. It was so new and shiny, red and black, a big headlight, quick acceleration.
I hope Sinbad never finds out you took it for a ride.
So do I. I crashed it.
Bob!
If Sinbad finds out it was me, my days are numbered.
I don't even want to think about it.
I'm a nervous wreck. My throat's gone dry. Hey, Donald, what about a glass of water?
I'll bite. What about a glass of water?
Very funny.
How could you, messing with Sinbad Galucci's motorcycle, how could you be so stupid?
It must be chemical imbalance. I don't have long to live. Why couldn't I like hot rods instead of motorcycles?
You don't look so good, Gracie.
You look pale. Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, Bob, you see that movie by you?
Don't talk to me about movies. I got too much on my mind.
Like what?
A refill.
Hi, George.
Hey, girls.
Everyone says you're the best basketball player we've ever had, even if you are a transfer student.
That's nice of you to say so, Muffin.
Think nothing of it. You are coming to the hippity hop, aren't you, George?
I haven't given much thought about it.
Thanks to Gracie, we're gonna have it right here.
Where?
In Louise's Luncheonette.
Isn't that gauche?
I think it's a creative idea.
Thank you, George.
And Ziggy Springer's gonna be here.
Who's he?
Who's he?
The rock star.
You say so.
He's the greatest.
If I don't listen to music, if I want to relax, I dribble.
Hey, George, you see that movie at the Bayou?
The one with Steve McQueen?
That's it.
I saw it.
Oh, why did you say it was the one with Steve McQueen?
What a dreamboat.
We saw it over at Mountain City last week.
What was it about?
What was it about? Just read the billboards. It's a giant It's a monster. When will it stop?
They couldn't believe their eyes. They couldn't escape the horror.
And neither will you.
Let's look for the glove that crawls.
3 teenagers versus gluttonous aliens.
See a whole town caught in a web of gelatin.
Witness the day the earth stood still.
Wait a minute, that's from a different movie.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, well, from outer space, landed in a field. A worldwide threat to the whole human race.
It ain't a farmer, a mechanic, a doctor, and a nurse. But that was just an appetizer, things got worse. It rolled on into town, into a local store. It almost got Steve McQueen. Wait, there's more. He snuck into a movie house and ate the projection.
It cut into the audience. Oh, true antagonist.
What was it? What was it? For Pete's sake, what was it? It was a blob, a big old blob. An icky, sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flubby, lumpy, bumpy hunk of jello. Yeah! It was a blob, a big old blob. A messy, mushy, goopy, goppy, gucky, rusty, slushy, sloppy, soggy, sludgy, pudgy hunk of jello. Yes! The crowd began to scream and scurry for the door. Before they could escape, it ain't a closet no more. They had the sheriff to confront this terrifying curse. But little did he know that things would soon get worse.
They scrambled for their lives and knocked each other down. The sheriff barely got away to warn the town.
Holding back his deputy, the sheriff declared.
Don't go to the gym. It's the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
What was it? What was it? For Pete's sake, what was it? It was a blob, a big old blob. An icky, sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flabby, lumpy, pumpy hunk of jello. Yeah! It was a blob, a big old blob. A messy, mushy, goopy, gloppy, gucky, monkey, slushy, sloppy, soggy, sludgy, pudgy hunk of jello. Yes!
It gobbled up the diner with all the folks inside.
They hurried to the basement, but they knew they couldn't hide. That's when Steve McQueen discovered CO2. What happened? What happened? For Pete's sake, what happened? It seems that the blob couldn't stand the cold.
It started to retreat and it wasn't nearly as bold.
Steve got on the telephone to tell them what he'd found.
They brought in extinguishers from all around.
They sprayed and sprayed till it was solid as ice. They packed it in a crate and followed Steve's advice. They called in the Air Force to fly it away.
They dropped it in Alaska where it still remains today.
Hooray! 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 Thank God it was the blob, a big old blob. An icky, sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flabby, lumpy, mumpy hunk of jello. Yeah! It was a blob, a big old blob. A messy, mushy, loopy, guppy, ducky, monkey, slushy, soppy, soggy, sludgy, pudgy hunk of jello. Yes! A big old blob. When it is in a field, gooey, chubby, chubby, gummy, a worldwide threat to the whole human race. It came from outer space, a big old blob. Landed in a field, ducky, ducky, monkey, slushy, sloppy, worldwide threat to the whole human race. Blob, the 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 blob. You've been keeping a secret from me, George.
What makes you say that, Muffin?
You didn't tell me you were driving a new road cute Skylark convertible. That's my favorite car. Some girls think it's unfeminine to notice what kind of car a boy drives, but I don't. Do you?
Oh, that's my uncle's car. He lets me borrow it.
Look at that, Gracie. She's so obvious. Poor guy, having to put up with a leech like Muffins. She doesn't even know what a nice guy he is. He sits next to me in geometry and helps me a lot. Oh, Gracie, you've got to do something. What would you suggest? Geometry. Excuse me, George. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm stumped again. Could you explain a geometry problem to me?
She didn't need help. She was just trying to get George's attention.
She doesn't know that she's competing against a pro. Oh, George! I'm so dumb when it comes to sports. I need you to explain some moves to me.
Oh,
Nice try, Gracie. George, did you know I have more cashmere sweaters than any girl in school?
No?
That's my table.
Where are we supposed to sit?
Then that's okay.
Sure.
I'm confused about a pass, and I don't know how to block.
Did you know I practice every afternoon at the YMCA?
Why, no, George, I didn't.
All right, who did it?
You hit Sinbad.
Who did what?
Some jerk busted up my Harley-Davidson Sportster.
Some gift.
I've told you before, Sinbad, I don't want any trouble from you.
I never had my Harley-Davidson Sportster busted up before.
Never? Never.
Will you two stop with the tambourine and guitar? It gets on my nerves.
Go with the flow.
Don't sweat it, Sinbad.
It's Sinbad Galucci and those awful beatniks.
I never knew they were friends with Sinbad Galucci.
I didn't think Sinbad Galucci had any friends.
I heard that.
What's all this about?
Weren't you listening? Riff and Misty saw some high schooler riding my Harley-Davidson Sportster. He's the jerk who busted it up.
And I suppose you think you'll find that high schooler in here?
Why not? This is where they hang out. Riff, Misty, do you see him anywhere?
Nope. He's...
He'll show up sooner or later. When I find him.
Donald, call the police.
Pete!
Hold on, Donald. I'll handle this.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. We don't want to cause any trouble in Louise's Luncheonette, do we? Besides, you could be hauled away by the police.
For what?
For disturbing the peace.
Why don't you sit down and have a fist call up or be on your way?
You trying to be funny?
He's making sense, man.
I'll go, but I'll be back. And when I find him, pow!
This place has bad vibes.
Hate to be the guy that messed up Sinbad Galucci's fight.
You handled that nicely, George.
Oh, nothing.
You ought to see what's going on across the street.
What?
Little girls make a hula for over 5 hours. It's like a perpetual motion. She's never gonna stop.
This I gotta see. Do you mind, Louise, just for a sec?
Go ahead. I'm sure any new customers we get are already over there.
Come on.
Ruby.
Aren't you coming, Gracie? She could be setting a world record. You go along. I bet I know what you're worrying about. Me too. City Springer. What are you gonna do? The only thing I can do. Cancel the hippity hop? Of course not. I'd never do that. What are you gonna do about Ziggy? When he performs Saturday night at the auditorium, I'll be there. Blood is thicker than water. Don't say that. Blood makes me think of Sinbad Galucci, my brother.
What are you waiting for? You know what you're missing. She's fantastic.
He's thinking about hula hoops, and I'm thinking about Ziggy.
All right, calm down. One more encore, that's it. You won't be disappointed when you hear what it is. It's the song that makes the heart of every teen queen beat faster. Right there, Ziggy. Oh, baby.
She's so cute, Ziggy.
baby. Oh, baby. Baby. She rocks what she rolls, rolls what she rocks. Baby makes my heart go tick-tock. Itty bitty chills up and down my spine. She wiggles when she walks, giggles when she talks. I'm hoping and I'm praying that she'll be mine. Baby, 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 baby. She rocks what she rolls, rolls what she rocks. My baby makes my heart go tick-tock. Real good, I'm telling no lies. She's my honey bunny, ram-a-lam, cutie pie. She wiggles when she walks, she giggles when she talks. My blood's about to boil, now I gotta reply. Baby, 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 baby. Got me sweating, turned inside out. My mouth is hanging open and I just can't shout. My body won't move when the girls are around. Got me feeling like I'm upside down. My knees start shaking, I'm sizzling like bacon. My liver's all quivering, I'm feeling like butter. My nerves are hopping, eyes are popping. There's not a chocolate when the shivering. Baby, 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 baby. She rocks what she rolls, rolls what she rocks. Baby makes my heart go tick-tock, baby. Baby. She rocks what she rolls what she rocks. Baby makes my heart go tick-tock.
Security.
I've got to see him.
You and another million other Bobby suckers. Now the exit's that way. Let's not waste time arguing.
He'll see me. I know he'll see me.
What makes you so sure?
We're related.
Look, kid, I don't want any trouble, but if you don't go quietly...
Sensational show tonight. We kind of squeezed in another fan if we tried. Who is this?
Says she's related to Ziggy.
I am.
How'd you get past security?
That's what I'd like to know.
We're cousins, sort of.
Be a nice kid to get lost, and I'll mail you an autographed photo of Ziggy. I've got influence. I'm his manager. This is my personal secretary, Miss Griffin.
I don't want an autographed photo of Ziggy.
What are you saying?
Every Bobby Soxer in America wants an autographed photo of Ziggy Springer.
I tell you, if you'll just let me see him.
She must be a nutcase.
It's dangerous. Remember what happened in Chicago?
Don't remind me. Let's get rid of her.
What are you doing?
Well, don't go quietly. I'll call security.
Let go of me! Let go! Ziggy! Ziggy!
What's going on?
We have everything under control.
Overzealous fan?
I am not Ziggy. I'm your cousin.
Cousin?
Your mother is my mother's second cousin, which makes you my third cousin, I think. Or maybe I'm your second cousin once removed.
What's your name?
Stanley. Gracie Stanley. From Livermore.
Stanley. That does ring a bell.
That's not surprising. This girl is obviously a ding-dong.
I am no such thing.
Stanley, Livermore. Is your mother's name Alice?
Yes, yes.
Then we are related. Nice to meet you, Gracie.
How do you like that?
Not try to.
So what do you need, Gracie? An autographed picture?
It's rather private.
Oh, okay. Get lost!
We'll be close in case you need us.
All right, I'm listening.
I'm in charge of the high school dance in Livermore, and we're holding it at Luncheonette because the gymnasium is being remodeled.
Whoa, slow down, Gracie. Don't lose your breath.
Muffin Mansfield and some of the other girls said the hippity hop would be a big flop, and I got carried away. I told them it would be a big success because you'd be there. I know I shouldn't have done that, Ziggy, but I couldn't help myself.
Hey, Gracie, I understand. Either I show up or you end up with egg in your face.
That's about it.
I'd like to see Livermore.
You mean you'll do it?
What are relatives for?
Oh, Ziggy, thank you.
Tell you what, how about we go across the street and get a hamburger? The owner closes the place to the public early just for me.
I can't tell you what this means to me, Ziggy.
I like to hear about relatives. It's comforting.
Ziggy Springer performing in a public luncheonette for no pay. No, I've heard everything. You're not gonna let him do it, are you?
Of course not. You'll call his cousin and tell him that Ziggy has laryngitis. Besides, you know how he is. By tomorrow, I've forgotten his promise.
True. I want to have a word with security.
Makes two of us.
Do you really think it's true?
What?
Half of the kids say Ziggy Springer won't be at the hippity hop, and half say he's not, he will.
I wonder if Ziggy really is Gracie's cousin.
I don't think Gracie would lie about something like that. She's a good kid.
Muffin Man's just waiting for her to flop.
It would be a great memory to leave with Ziggy Springer at Louise's Luncheonette.
Oh, baby.
I thought you said we needed some chocolate syrup.
Right. That's in the storeroom. I'll go get it. Come over to the counter if anybody wants anything.
Sure.
Maybe he'll play a concert in Detroit.
It wouldn't be the same as seeing him up close.
Afternoon, girl.
Hi, Officer Moore.
Is Louise about?
She's in the kitchen. Want me to get her?
Please.
Want a Coca-Cola?
No, thanks. Makes me burp. I hear your father's been working on something called the Edsel.
That's what he says.
Maybe I'll get one. I need a new car.
You wanted to see me out some more?
Afternoon, Louise.
Is something wrong?
Nothing serious. Just heard there was a bit of trouble in here the other day.
Trouble?
Sinbad Galucci?
Oh, that.
It was nothing much. George Bullock smoothed the waters.
I'm always interested in what Sinbad Galucci's up to. He's a bad customer.
In more ways than one. I let him know he's not welcome in here if he behaves badly.
Well, Sinbad Galucci always behaves badly. You still hanging out with those beatniks?
Riff and Misty?
Yeah.
I always see them together.
If they cause any trouble, you let me know.
Oh, I will. I appreciate your concern.
It's my job.
Can I interest you in a hamburger?
I might be interested in a cheeseburger, but I'll eat it in the kitchen. I don't want to scare away any of your customers.
I'm expecting Mrs. Nicholson at any moment now, Edna.
All right, come along, Officer Moore. You like the way I cook cheeseburgers. I flip them over twice.
Mrs. Nicholson! I just said that you'd be here any moment. How about a soda?
Oh, no, thank you. I don't do sweets. It's bad for my complexion.
Please, take a seat.
Oh, I have a couple of things to say, Louise, and I just like really speaking on the telephone. I'd rather speak face to face. I think it's more personal.
I agree.
You're not going to like what I have to say.
Oh?
Well, your lease is up in a couple of weeks, and I decided not to renew.
Mrs. Nicholson!
I have to, I just have to look at my options. Now, you know that you pay a very, very modest rent.
It's all I can afford.
Well, Louise, I'm a businesswoman, and I have to look at my profit. There's a dry cleaner that's looking at this very location.
A dry cleaner?
Well, I wanted to give you fair warning. And here's another thing. There's one more thing. I understand that the high school students are planning to have a dance in this very location.
A hippity hop.
I won't allow it. Noise, complaints from the neighbors, damage to the floor.
But I've already given my word.
Well, Louise, you shouldn't have.
They can't have it at the school. The gymnasium's all torn up.
That's no problem of mine. I've said what I come to say, and so I will be on my way, Louise. And by the way, remember, no hippity hop.
What am I going to do?
Is something wrong, Louise?
Mrs. Nicholson said she might not renew my lease.
That's terrible.
It gets worse. She said the hippity hop can't be held here.
But the kids are counting on it. What would Gracie say?
Don't say anything. I'll break the news to her when the moment's right.
It's definite. Imagine.
Ziggy Springer.
Wow.
I don't know what everyone's so excited about. I knew Ziggy would do it. I'm his favorite cousin.
Well, I, for one, still don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Same here.
How's sports? How's this for proof?
What is it?
It's a signed photograph with an inscription. Read the inscription, George.
For my dear cousin Gracie, from Ziggy Springer. See you at the hippity hop.
Whoa.
I don't feel so good.
Well, I, for one, think that anyone could have written that.
Of course.
Give it a rest, Muffin.
I know what we can do. We can put up a sign that says, "Welcome, Ziggy Springer."
Oh no.
Then we can get our pictures taken with Ziggy.
This is going to be the best dance party Livermore ever had.
It certainly sounds like it, Gracie.
Thank you, George. Well, what do you say, gang?
Bob Blue Bob.
Rock and roll.
Dance party, rock and roll, it's on a sleigh. Dance party, rock and roll, is here to stay. Everybody's gonna get their kicks tonight. Gonna rock and roll till next December. Gonna be a party to remember. Dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. Folks are rising, folks are crazy improvising. Ba-ba-loo-ba, shake, lamma, 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 doodle-ay, doodle-ay. Swing my baby all across that room. Na-na-na-na, boom-shoo-boom. Shooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo, got-bow. Ding-ding-ding-dong-dong, boom-ow-how. Wanna party all night with a high school gang. Hey, ting-ting, walla-walla, bing bang. Dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. Dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. Dance party, rock and roll is here to stay.
Guys, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I'm only telling you this because you're my friend. What are friends for?
Does anybody else know?
Just my sister Gracie. She won't tell anyone. I hope.
You hope? I'm sorry you told me. Smash up Sinbad Gucci's bike, man. You're like living dangerously.
Don't tell anyone else. I don't want the word to get around.
That's understandable. Sinbad Gucci takes no prisoners. Just thinking about gives me the jitters. I gotta get out of here.
Where are you going?
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't think such a good idea to scene with you anymore.
I thought you were my friend.
When it comes to Sinbad Gucci, I don't have any friends.
I won't lend you any more comics, and I just got the latest issue of Spider. The cover is being torn.
Bob Stanley, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
How come?
A boy your age reading comic books.
It's so common.
Infantile. I got the best comic book collection in town. Someday it'll be worth big. Hey, Jughead, wait up!
I pity the girl who marries Bob Stanley. She'll want to go out dancing, and he'll want to stay home and read stupid
comic books.
Any girl who marries Bob would probably want to stay home and read stupid comic books. I heard that Bob and Jughead are joining the service when they graduate. Doesn't that give you a sense of security?
Forget about Bob and Jughead. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight.
You mean at the hippity hop?
I don't mean at the bayou. I can't wait for the moment when Ziggy Springer doesn't show up and Gracie has to admit she lied.
I wonder what George Bullock will think of her then.
She'll be the school laughing stock.
I hear Sinbad and those awful beatniks. Rip and Missy. I bet Sinbad is headed straight for the electric chair prison even. So young, so bad.
Let's get out of here before they see us.
They're nothing but juvenile delinquents.
You sure you haven't seen the guy yet?
Well, I like you, Sinbad.
You might. I don't trust nobody.
Sinbad, you're getting too excited. Relax. Go with the flow.
I have a right to get excited. My beautiful Harley Davidson busted.
Maybe that guy will be at the hippity hop tonight.
I'm counting on it, and when I find him, pow!
I'm worried about something else.
What?
My mom's been giving me a hard time, and she wants me to get a job and stop being a beatnik.
Stop being a beatnik. That's cruel and unusual punishment.
A job? That's disgusting.
Only squares work. Besides, we're rebels. Why can't anybody understand that?
Because they're squares, man, and squares just don't understand anything. Freedom of speech we do defend. The end.
I feel so sorry for Louise. She's been hiding in the kitchen, afraid to face Gracie and the kids.
She'll have to come out pretty. She's gonna have to come out and tell them pretty soon. The hippity hop's only a few hours away.
You can't invite a big star like Ziggy Springer and tell him, sorry, dance has been canceled.
It would be a black mark on Livermore High, and Gracie would never recover.
Only if Mrs. Nicholson were out of town.
What did you just say?
I said, if only Mrs. Nicholson were out of town.
That's a great idea.
What is?
We could call up Mrs. Nicholson, tell her her brother is ill, and to come fast.
Does she have a brother?
Lives over in Brewster.
That's 300 miles away.
All the better. She'll be gone until tomorrow morning at the earliest.
What happens if she finds out she's been tricked?
We can worry about that later.
What about Louise?
We'll tell her that Mrs. Nicholson called and said the dance can continue.
What if it doesn't work?
It has to work. For Ziggy.
I hope Ziggy appreciates what we're doing for him.
Hey, Edna. I heard your father is helping to design a new car for the Ford Motor Company.
That's right.
Yeah, I was reading about an automotive magazine.
What did it say?
Said it's going to be the car of the future. Everybody's going to want one. It's going to be the best car ever released.
Did you know it's named after Henry Ford's son?
I bet it's cool.
What do you think about the decorations? I thought the simpler the better.
Good thinking.
I think they look poverty-stricken.
Shabby.
Pathetic. Who asked you?
Let's ignore her.
I wish you would.
Perhaps we should go someplace else, especially since we'll be here tonight to say hello to Ziggy.
Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. That's all I'm hearing.
They still don't believe Gracie.
They will when Ziggy waltzes in.
If Ziggy Springer shows up, Muffin will apologize. Won't you, Muffin?
I said I would, but I won't have to.
I'll tell Louise the good news, Virginia. You go make that telephone call. Use the payphone across the street. Disguise your voice.
Good idea.
Will you have enough ice cream, Donald?
Will I have a nice ice cream? Any flavor you want, you name it, I got.
Do you have pistachio?
Pistachio. Who eats pistachios?
I do.
Thank you.
Who's taking you to the dance, Gracie?
Muffin, you know perfectly well that hippity hop is an open dance. It's not necessary to have an escort.
Oops, I'd forgotten.
No, you didn't. You were just trying to stir up trouble.
Who's talking to you, Miss Fondiano? Don't talk to Rosemary like that. I'll talk to Rosemary any way I want. This is a free country.
Gracie, I'm so glad everything's worked out. It's a burden off my mind.
What are you talking about?
The hippity hop.
What about it?
It hasn't been canceled after all.
Huh? What was that all about?
Me? Louise has been acting funny all day. I've been kind of worried about her. She's been hiding in the kitchen.
Doesn't sound like Louise. No, it doesn't. But I'm really excited about tonight.
I still say tonight will be a big flop.
Unquestionably.
Without a doubt.
If you don't stop badmouthing the hippity hop,
You'll what? You'll find out.
Girls, whatever happened to composure? Remember who and what we are. Teen queen, facing new challenges day after day. I'm a teen queen, nothing's gonna stand in my way. I'm lovely, oh so lovely, so lovely. Some people say we blah that way. I'm charming, oh so charming, I'm charming. But others say we're one of a kind. I guarantee there's a pedigree, the bourgeoisie of the girls. I'll be most assuredly a member of the royalty. I'm a teen queen, facing new challenges day after day. I'm a teen queen, nothing's gonna stand in my way. I'm graceful, oh so graceful, so graceful. What every girl aspires to be. I'm cultured, oh so cultured, I'm cultured. There's nothing on earth wider than me. On Dark day, I'm a fun souffle, the grand brulee of the girls. Winter day, a peach Monday, there's nothing as a leader. I'm the main I've got class, I've got points, I've got style. Always love my best each and every day. I'm never without my fingernail style, my perfume, my makeup, my can of hairspray. What more can we say? Nothing's gonna stand in my way. I will conquer, do or die. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. Come on, Anne Jane. I've had enough of Louise's Luncheonette.
Until tonight.
And Ziggy Springer.
If I were you, Gracie, I would introduce your cousin to that bunch. It'd be sweet revenge.
I'm so jealous. I wonder their skin hasn't turned green.
Answer the phone, Donald.
Huh?
Answer the telephone.
Hello, Louise's Luncheonette's best floats, malts, shakes, and egg salad sandwiches with or without lettuce.
My name is Beverly Griffith. I'm trying to reach Gracie Stanley.
Gracie? She's right here.
May I speak with her?
Gracie, it's for you.
For me?
Yeah, some lady named Beverly Griffith.
Beverly Griffith? Do you know who she is? No. She's the secretary to Ziggy's manager. Wow. Don't keep her waiting. She probably wants to tell you what time Ziggy will get here. I guess. How do I look? You're not talking to her in person. You look fine. Hello?
I hope you remember me, Miss Stanley.
Certainly I remember you, Miss Griffith. It's nice to hear your voice. What time will Ziggy be here?
That's what I'm calling about.
Nothing's happened to him, has it?
Unfortunately, it has. He has come down with a bad case of laryngitis.
Laryngitis?
His larynx is inflamed.
Inflamed?
Under the circumstances, I'm sure you understand. It would be impossible for him to attend your, what did you call the dance?
Hippity hop.
Hippity hop. Curious name. Perhaps another time. Goodbye, Miss Stanley.
Miss Griffith! Miss Griffith, don't hang up! Miss Griffith!
You don't look so good, Gracie.
I don't feel so good. I might just die. Who's got laryngitis? Who's inflamed? Who do you think? Oh no. Oh yes. Not Ziggy Springer. What are you going to do? But Samantha will never let you forget this. This is a tragedy.
What are the kids gonna say?
This is going to be so embarrassing. My reputation will be ruined. Won't be team queen anymore. Muffin will tell everyone she was right about you all along.
What's the big deal? Just tell the kids the truth.
The truth? Who's going to believe the truth? I promised Ziggy Springer, and now I can't deliver. I'm gonna have to cancel the hippity hop. That would only make things worse. I've got to think of something to get out of this. It might work. It might.
You got a funny look in your eye, Gracie.
Donald, would you show me your impression of Ziggy? You know when he warbles, "Oh baby."
Gladly.
Oh, baby!
Whoa! Ease up on the eyeballs, Gracie. You're scaring me.
With any luck, we might get away with it. You're not thinking what I think you're thinking. Yes, I am. You can't replace Donald for Ziggy Springer.
That's nuts. The kids would tear me apart.
Besides, you'd never get away with it. I'm that desperate.
Are you nuts? The kids would tear me apart.
Here's what we'll do. We'll tell everyone Ziggy's running late, and he'll only have time for one number because he has to make a plane connection to his next concert. But they'll see it's Donald. After we make the announcement of Ziggy is going to sing, we'll shut off the lights. The fuse box is inside the kitchen door. We'll say it's a power failure. I get you, then Donald will come out, sing in the dark, and disappear fast. Very fast.
Yakety yak, I won't do it.
Donald, my life is in your hands. My reputation, my future.
I still won't do it.
You always said you were as good as Ziggy Springer. This is your chance to prove it.
In a power failure?
What difference does that make?
I don't know. I've never sung before a live audience before. I'd be too nervous.
It would be a noble act. For one shiny moment, you could be a pop idol.
Me? A pop idol?
Why not? Girls would scream.
Girls would scream.
Guys would envy you.
Guys would envy me. I like being envied. I like girls screaming at me. But if only I didn't have to do it in the dark. Creepy. Let me give it some thought. Okay, I'll do it.
Wonderful.
What do you know?
What do you guess?
I'm beginning to like this idea.
Donald, I could kiss you. So could I. Me too.
I don't do that kissy stuff.
Over the mouthpiece.
Did Mrs. Nicholson say when she'd be leaving?
She said right away.
Couldn't be better.
Does she suspect anything?
Nope. She's so delighted that the hippie hop's still going on, she can't think straight. She loves the kids. You don't think Louise would try to contact Mrs. Nicholson?
I've already thought of that. I told her Mrs. Nicholson is going out of town to visit a relative and couldn't be reached.
We're going to have a lot of explaining to do after this night.
One thing at a time.
You're right. One thing at a time.
Come on, we have a lot of work to do before Ziggy gets here.
Hippity hop, hippity hop.
I hope you have time for the documentation, Tracy.
Of course I will, George. More than one.
I mean, you'll be busy with your cousin and all, and if you don't want to, I'll understand.
What a thing to say. Besides, I thought nothing Mansfield would be taking up all your time.
Who told you something like that?
Word gets around.
I consider that a wild rumor.
Do you, George?
I don't want you to misunderstand me, Gracie. I know I come around as kind of shy when most girls are concerned. I suppose you noticed.
I never thought you were shy, George. Besides, a little shyness is to be expected with a transfer student.
I'm not shy about basketball. I mean, some people say that I could play in the big time.
I'm sure you could, George, if you want to.
I don't know what I want. I get confused sometimes.
I know the feeling. We're a lot alike.
I can't imagine you being confused about anything. Gracie, I was wondering,
Yes, George?
would you like to come to the drive-in with me Saturday night? I can borrow my uncle's car.
The Roebuck Skylark convertible?
Yeah.
What's the movie at the drive-in? Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Gracie, I was wondering.
Yes, George?
Oh, gee whiz. It's tough to be a teenager in love. Every night I pray to the heavens above. There's somewhere with me now. Tell me what can I do? There's some curse to be a teenager in love.
It's tough to be a teenager in love. And each night I pray to the heavens above. Yes, I pray. Hear me now. Tell me why. Yes, I'm cursed to be a teenager in love.
Hurts just to see how I should have.
Sometimes I just
Now I can cry. So please tell me why.
It's tough to be a teenager in love.
And each night I pray to the heavens, please let alone. Yes, I pray, hear me now. Tell me what can I do? Yes, I'm cursed to be a teenager in love. Cursed to be a teenager in love.
Something's going on at Luncheonette, and I intend to find out what it is. I have my suspicions.
What do you want me along for?
I may need the presence of the law. You are my brother-in-law, aren't you? Don't forget it.
How could I?
You may have to call for a wagon.
Wagon?
Well, you know how teenagers are. There could be a riot.
Riot?
Well, and sometimes teenagers get really, really wild.
Wild?
Would you stop repeating everything I say?
I'm just trying to figure out what this is all about.
The hippity hop.
What do I look like? The Easter Bunny?
jive?
No!
Is it the bop?
No!
Is it the slop?
No!
Is it the jitterbug?
No!
What's the name of this new bebop?
The hip, the hippity hop.
Come on, everybody, now don't be shy. Get up on the dance floor and give it a try. Just feel happy, touch your body, move. What's it on, you'll be in the groove. Don't be lazy, don't you stop. Come on, everybody, now.
Let's stop. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 3, 4, hippity hop. 5, 6, hop, hop, hop. 7, 8, hippity hop. Dance to the music till you're over the top. Romping and stomping to the hippity hop.
Is it the clam?
No!
Is it the bug?
No!
Is it the twist?
No!
Is it the mashed potatoes?
No! What's the name of this new bebop? The hip, the hippity hop. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 3, 4, hippity hop. 5, 6, hop, hop, hop. 7, 8, hippity hop. Dance to the music till you're over the top. Romping and stomping to the hippity hop. Hop, hop, hop across the room. Womp, 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 and boom. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 3, 4, hippity hop. 5, 6, hop, hop, hop. 7, 8, hippity hop. Dance to the music till you're over the top. Romping and stomping to the hippity hop. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop. Hip, 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 hippity, hippity, hippity hop.
I've been to better.
You know what you're talking about, Muffin.
It's the best dance I've ever been to. I haven't ever been to one before this.
I'm surprised you're here.
How come?
We thought you'd be home reading stupid comic books. Spider-Man and Captain Marvel.
I can dance and read a comic book at the same time.
I think we've danced enough here, kids. After all, we all know why we're really here.
Ziggy, 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 Ziggy.
That's right, Ziggy. Where is he?
The truth is, quit stalling. Is he coming or not?
Relax, he's already here. Arrived a few minutes ago.
He can't stay.
He's gotta catch a plane to his next concert.
He's a very busy guy.
He'll only have time for one number. Hey, isn't some Ziggy Springer better than no Ziggy Springer?
Yeah.
Stand back, give him room. Students of Livermore High, it gives me great pleasure to introduce that teen idol all America loves, the hippest, the coolest, Ziggy Springer!
Hey, what happened?
What happened to the lights? Must have been a power failure! Power failure?
I'm scared of the dark.
Oh, baby. Baby. She rocks and she rolls and she rocks. TikTok. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What is this?
Something's totally wrong. That doesn't sound like Ziggy Springer.
Who is it then?
Donald Spinny!
Sorry, Gracie. I've never sung in front of a live audience before. Guess I got nervous. Here. Turn on the lights.
Must have been Louise.
Hey, it's not me. It's not what it looks like. I'm not the, anybody want to please go?
Does he look like Ziggy Springer?
No.
Does he sound like Ziggy Springer?
No way.
There you have it. Gracie isn't related to Ziggy, and she couldn't deliver him.
She lied. What'd you say about my sister?
Really, Muffin? I think Gracie showed a lot of, has great logical explanation. Don't you, Gracie?
The truth is, he was coming, but then he got laryngitis.
Ha! His larynx was inflamed.
Ha! I knew everyone would be terribly disappointed, so I did what I did.
Come on, she was only thinking of us. I mean, I think she showed a lot of great imagination.
Go bounce a basketball.
Don't you dare talk to George like that.
You're a liar, Gracie Stanley. That's what you are. Admit it.
Liar, liar, liar.
Hey, listen.
I don't know. It's oh baby. What kind of things are you up to now, Gracie?
Nothing, I swear.
Oh, baby. She rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. Baby makes my heart go tick tock. Oh yeah!
Hi, Cousin Gracie.
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm Gracie's brother. I'm your cousin, too.
Hi, Cousin Bob.
I don't understand. Miss Griffin said you were too ill to appear. Laryngitis.
That's just my manager's doing. He doesn't want me to sing without getting paid, do you, Lenny? Had to have your secretary do your dirty work?
Pretend I'm not here.
Me neither.
When I heard what they tried to pull, I said, no way. I made a promise to visit my cousin here in Livermore.
You called me, didn't you, and disguised your voice and told me that my brother was taken ill.
No, I didn't. Honest.
I did.
Why?
We didn't want to let the kids down. How did you find out?
I don't have a brother. I have a sister.
Oops. My mistake.
Okay, the dance is over. Out, 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 out!
Before Ziggy sings.
Ziggy who?
Ziggy Springer!
Ziggy Springer.
Maybe she needs some air?
Ziggy Springer. Oh.
He's right over
Ziggy
there.
Springer, how could that even be possible? Oh, Ziggy. I'm your number one fan.
I kiss your hand, madam.
That's Mrs. Nicholson. She owns Louise's Luncheonette. She's my sister-in-law.
Oh, Ziggy in my building. Oh.
Lady, how would you like an autographed photo of yours truly?
Oh, Ziggy, I would. And could you inscribe it to Eunice? That's my first name.
No problem. Let's have a glossy, Beverly.
Oh, glossy.
Front center. Turn around.
Glossy.
To Eunice of Louise's Luncheonette, love and kisses, Ziggy.
Love and kisses.
How's that, Eunice?
Oh, Ziggy, I don't even know what to say.
Say thank you.
Thank you, Ziggy. Oh, and Louise. Louise, I want you to put this photo of Ziggy right above the soda fountain so the entire town can see, and I'm going to purchase a frame at my own expense.
What about the dry cleaning establishment?
Oh, didn't you hear what Ziggy wrote?
He wrote Louise's Luncheonette.
Exactly!
Come here, you!
Oh no, this is not my day.
Come here!
You leave my brother alone.
Stay out of it, girlie.
Oh, let me explain, Sue.
I warned you once before.
Whoa, let me handle this.
You don't understand. He stole my Harley and took it for a spin and smashed it up. Isn't there a law against destroying property?
About that
motorcycle. Are you sure it's yours?
Of course it's mine. How could you say such a thing?
Well, we got a report of a stolen motorcycle, one that fits the description that you've been riding, Sinbad. I think we ought to go down to the station and have a few words. Unless you can show me your bill of sale.
I didn't steal it. They did. They told me it was a birthday present.
Hey, man, that's not true.
That's a big lie.
Let's go,
I
Sinbad.
can't go to jail. I got a medical condition.
Call the station, Louise. Tell them I need a squad car.
That's all I'm saying.
And you made it.
This is my fault. Nobody understands untamed youth.
Man, oh man, is this my lucky day? I got my life handed back to me. I'll never touch another motorcycle as long as I live. At least until I get one of my own.
I'm glad everything worked out for you. You're a nice guy, Bob. Thanks to your sister. Those are great parties. One fight after another.
Thank you, George.
Muffin, you said you'd apologize to Gracie if Ziggy showed up.
A teen queen never goes back on her word. It's an unwritten law.
I apologize.
I accept your apology, Muffin. Ziggy, I can't tell you what your being here means to us.
Hey, I'll stay and sing as long as you want me to, won't I, Beverly Lenny?
You're the boss.
So what's everyone standing around for? Let's rock!
Isn't it wonderful to be living in the nifty 50s?
You said
That's our story. Time to say goodbye.
Glad you stopped in for a little while.
And remember, if you're ever sad or feeling down,
Close your eyes and sit back. Take a ride to the nifty 50s.
Petticoats and a poodle skirt.
black boots and a motorcycle jacket,
Saddle shoes and running socks.
dungarees and a cool white t-shirt. Take me right back to the nifty 50s. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the nifty 50s. I wanna live it all again. Come on along. Coming back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Coming back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Coming back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Coming back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Come on along. Going back into the nifty 50s. Come on along.
Release the Wonder Studio, multi-camera digital recording and streaming. Move from the mystery to the rainbow of communication. A WWG CAE collaboration now.